This is Jazmine with Listen to Your Single Friend. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the lonely.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Listen to Your Single Friends. Welcome back to the show. I know I'm a unfamiliar face, but it's Kayla from the Killa Konvos podcast. We taking over from the 99 with 2000s, okay? I ain't working with the mat yet. Yeah, it's a Killa Konvos takeover. Y'all better get ready. Hi, you guys. I'm taking over the show for the season finale. Woo. I'm running. Listen to your single friend now. Okay? Because I'm the single friend now. I'm your favorite single friend's favorite single friend. Okay? And I'll be hosting today. Jazmine's going to be our guest. Jazmine, how does it feel? You're on the other side now.
I'm happy to be on the other side. I'm good.
You're happy to be on the other side?
I'm good. Run this show, boo. I'm excited. I don't know what's about to happen, y'all. I basically gave Kayla free reign, so it's the season finale. Like, it's up. Like, we just gonna do this.
If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck.
Hey.
No, but we're gonna have a good time. You don't know what you got yourself into, but we're gonna have a good time.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. So before we start, let's keep this conversation going on Instagram and Facebook. Listen to your single friend. Those are the handles for Instagram and Facebook. And on Twitter, the handle is at your single friend, FRND on Twitter. Okay, y'all got that? Write that down. Follow, all that. So make sure to tune in to both of those accounts on Fridays for Screenshot Friday. Also, Listen to Your Single Friend is a book. So make sure to sign up for the book mailing list to get more information on things like release dates, pre-orders, and all that good stuff. So sign up for the mailing list. Go to the website at listentoyoursinglefriend.com. And last but not least, subscribe on YouTube. And you already know how to find her. Okay, I already said it like 3,000 times. Okay. Listen to Your Single Friend on YouTube. Listen to Your Single Friend on Instagram and Facebook, and at Your Single Friend FRND on Twitter. Don't forget to tap into that book also, because reading is essential, okay? So y'all do trivia every week. So yeah, the question is 71% of people believe in love at first sight. True or false? So there y'all have it.
The answer is
true.
That shit was funny because I'm like, people are a lot more hopeless romantics than they try to make it seem.
They make themselves out to be. Yeah. I think it's all the shows that are like, because isn't there a show Love at First Sight on Netflix? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, it's Love is Blind is on Netflix. Married at First Sight is on Lifetime.
All those things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
People are hopeless romantics. That was surprising.
It's like people go out in the street and they're like, oh, fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Then you go home and you're binge watching Love is Blind and Married at First Sight, Married in 90 Days. Yeah. Into that kind of stuff. So, and like, y'all are, what is it? Now we have Temptation Island. So people are really, really into all that kind of stuff. So.
I love that dating shit, but that's because I do it, but yeah.
I think everyone's just put on the front.
We all want love.
We do. But then there are people like me who don't want to, come to terms with that.
So you wanted the 71% that's in denial.
Yes. Because I'm going to go into that trivia like, yes. Oh, this is anonymous. Yes. Yes, this is me, but don't tell nobody.
But as soon as you walk out, you tell them, I checked no. You checked no too, didn't you? Yeah.
Girl, I'm a fake ass city girl, so that's a whole other thing also. Everybody want to be out on the streets, but really don't want to be there.
A fake
real
ass
tears.
girl. What is a fake city girl?
Fake city girl. Someone who puts on a front, you know? Oh my gosh. And I just came to terms with the fact that I am a fake city girl. Okay.
What does
Or
that
maybe
mean?
that means like I make it out to be like, oh, I'm for the streets, you know, don't want anything serious, no relationships, no commitment, no nothing. Fuck these niggas. But deep down, it's not fuck these niggas.
You the 71%.
It's not fuck these niggas.
You love these niggas.
I love these niggas. I be loving them.
Girl, ghetto.
Jazmine, are you a city girl?
Yeah. I am.
I need to come to DC and
I am.
learn from Jazmine.
Well, it's just to be honest. You know.
Well, with that, I have my quote of the day.
Okay.
My fake city girl ass quote. I'm just kidding. This has nothing to do with like city girl or whatever. This is just something that spoke to my heart because it's from my man. My man tweeted this last year. Dom Kennedy. I love Dom Kennedy. I think he's so like, so dreamy.
I only know one of his songs, but I listen to it all the time.
Really? What song?
Your girl got a cute face. Her friend got a nice body. This my type of party. Hey, I listen to that song.
I know what song you're talking about. That's an old ass song.
That's the only song I know. You're gonna have to put
I dated this guy from LA and he like put me on a Dom Kennedy basically. I never listened to Dom Kennedy before 2018. And now I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute. And his music is pretty lit. But he tweeted something last year. And this is the tweet. Keep your spirit in order. Stay fly at all times. It's in you, not on you. And that quote spoke to me because it's kind of like, bitch, stay fly. Be cute at all times. Okay? Like being like looking good on the outside helps you feel good on the inside. And then it helps you just vibrate higher, vibrate differently, attract different things. So that was my thing. Keep your spirit in order because like by keeping your spirit in order, you're staying true to yourself. You're staying like you're vibrating high. And so shit's just gonna fall into place. Like if you're waiting to get back, I like it too. Like if you're waiting to get back into the dating game, you know, you feel like you fell off a little bit and you're trying to get back in there, trying to get your mojo back.
Yes, get your groove.
Get your groove back. Like, don't start dating. Don't start doing all, you know, jumping into all these things until you have your spirit in order.
I love that.
Stay fly. Don't be fly for people outside and for everybody else. You know, be fly at all times. Do it for you, basically. That's what I got from that quote. Do it for you. Oh my gosh. Did you ever go through a time where you were like, where you're like in a funk and you didn't really care about how you looked and, you know, you were just in a place where you were just not doing right by yourself. Like you just weren't doing right. Looking crazy, all that kind of shit.
I feel like everybody's had that moment at least 3 times since the pandemic. And honestly, it's probably been like more than 3 times, but you know, we like to keep it cute and like to act like we ain't gone more than one day without just hanging around in our PJs. Like
right.
We like to keep it cute, but sometimes it's just like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't even want to. But when you like get dialed up and get nice, my first time out the house
all cute.
Was like, oh my God, I forgot I
forgot I look like this.
I forgot I used to have my foot on next. Like,
and don't ever forget, that's what the quote is telling you. Don't ever forget that you had foot on next and that you still got it.
Period.
Okay. Don't ever forget. Like I was still buying like going out clothes, like buying whole clothes during quarantine. And my mom was like, why are you buying clothes? Why are you ordering all this stuff? We're not going nowhere. Why spending money on clothes? We're not going nowhere. That's like, don't.
You don't need
them. My spirit.
Yes.
I feel in my spirit that this is not going to be our life forever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get ready for when outside opens. And look at us. Outside is open. DC is opening in 2 weeks, apparently.
What they say, get ready. So stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Period.
That's another quote too. That's another quote. All righty. Be ready. So you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I was staying ready in quarantine because I was getting ready.
I started to do that, but then I stopped because I started buying like more athleisure and like home clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wearing real cute stuff around the house, matching sets and jammies and stuff, but I ain't going nowhere in these clothes.
Not going nowhere.
Right.
I've really gotten into the athleisure also. Like it got so bad. Like I would go to work dressed like track pants and like a bodysuit.
Oh my God.
Like I would dress up my track pants like every like those Adidas track pants?
Yeah.
I would dress some things up. Like and I at my part-time job on the weekend, and my manager was like, yo, you can't, no more track pants, no more Adidas. You can't look like this anymore. Like, Adidas shell toes, put them away.
He had to get
went
together.
OD with athleisure. It was just so comfortable and easy.
That's what was good about like this last year is like we've gotten a chance to be comfortable. So now that like when I do go out, I'm like, do I have to wear like why was I wearing these tight-ass jeans?
Clothes?
Yeah. But then I went on a date and I wore them tight-ass jeans. I was like, damn, I look good. But
right. And it looks still like it feels good to know that you look good. Like,
yes.
I feel so. My thing is like, I mean, I understand it's not all just about the beat face and like, the high heels and everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, just be cute how you be cute, Like, I don't know how to put on a beat face. I am like foundation and mascara and that's it. But I don't even feel like doing that because I don't feel like taking it off. Because I'm be tired. But you can't think like that, okay? Because it's about the bigger picture here. About staying fly, staying true to yourself, your spirit in order, okay? Like Dom said. Y'all, so I'm gonna read this one more time before we move on. Okay. To goals and goofies. So the quote of the day is from Dom Kennedy. He's an LA rapper, if you don't know already. And his quote is, keep your spirit in order, stay fly at all times. It's in you, not on you. Y'all, okay, so it's time for goals and goofies now. So this is our pop culture segment. We talk about memes, trending topics, celebrity gossip, what is out there? What is out there in pop culture that is like popping right now? Pop culture popping right now. So I want to start with with a goofy, because this is something that I know if it happened to me, I feel goofy as fuck.
Oh,
Jazmine, okay. So I know you probably heard about this, probably you haven't, but so we all know G Herbo is his new girlfriend is pregnant. Alrighty, so they just had their baby shower and everything. I feel like it was a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
They recently had their baby shower, and like she's just been, just like knocked over the head with so many like negative things because she's dating G Herbo and he's Ari's ex-boyfriend and Ari's like everybody's favorite it girl right now. Whatever. She's the street's favorite.
I was about to say she the little I don't want to offend.
She's a firecracker. She's a wild one.
The righteous love her.
I love her too. She's just wild as fuck, and everybody is like in love with her, and so people are just going to naturally want to hate Taina, G Herbo's new girlfriend, because of it, whatever. And so with that context, one of her friends posted like a video of G Herbo's son, Yosan, and her post was, well, she posted him on her story because they were at like the baby shower or whatever. Everybody's celebrating. And she posted a picture with him and she was like, he told me to shut up. And like the little boy was looking like, I don't want to fucking be here. Like I fucking hate it here. I hate all of you. And everybody just like jumped on it and made it like this big thing where it's like, of course he hates you, like, haha. And I know your son said it and all that kind of stuff because your son is Ari's son. So we just expect him to be like this wild child also.
Oh my
But
God.
that is, and then so with that, one of Tayana's friends posted your son like, oh, he told me to shut up, and everybody was commenting like, yeah, and I know he said it too because I mean it's your son, and because the situation between G Herbo, Tayana, all right. And today I saw a picture of Tayana holding your son, and so it made me think about like that what her friend said about him at the baby shower not really having a good time, but so that's a goofy moment for me because like dating a man with kids can be kind of tricky. And it's like, what if his kids hate me because I'm not their mom? And it's just, I would just feel dumb as fuck. Because if I'm dating you and your kids don't like me, I'm gonna be offended. I'm gonna feel fucking dumb, and we just can't talk. We can't.
Would you keep dating him now?
Would I keep dating him if his kids hated me? If me and the kids were never around each other, sure. If
See,
they never
that's how
saw
I
me
feel.
again.
Like, it's like separation of church and state. Like, don't bring no fucking word rest around me. Like, you come over, you can leave. I don't want to be over there. I don't want to be with the snacks. Don't want to be around the daycare. Don't care. Like,
No, like that's not where we at, sir.
I can't do men with kids for this exact reason.
No, is that a deal breaker?
Very much so. Very much
Okay.
so. Very much so. I just talked about this. I alluded to this in another episode, but it's just like, I just know ultimately it's just not what I want. Like, I want my husband. I want us to
be childless.
I want us to enjoy our first kid's birth together. Like,
you don't think you can enjoy that if he has other kids?
I feel people always say, "Oh, well, you're always excited when you have a new baby." Don't give me that shit. The novelty wears off after the first time. Like, you see, I know you see that commercial where the little binky dropped on the ground and the mom was like freaking out with the first baby, and then with the second baby, she picked it right up off the ground and put it in the baby mouth.
That is so real. I feel like that is so real.
And
like,
that's just parents in general. So it's like, you can't tell me, I don't know. Baby daddy, baby mama shit just is very ghetto.
But what if he has like 4 kids, then clearly he likes having fucking kids. So maybe he'll be happy about the 5th one.
4 kids?
Then maybe he won't.
G Herbo got 4 kids?
No, he has only 1. But I'm saying in your situation, like what if your man had like mad kids? So it's like he likes having kids.
You fertile. You fertile. Why would I do that? Why? Why? Oh my God. Random. I saw this on the internet today. This is Goofy's too. Some baby mama, she's the 5th one. I think it's the baby. Not the baby, little baby. Girl, I be barely knowing these kids. She said, don't drag me.
Are you talking about the baby and Danny Lee?
No. I'm about to look it up because it just came across my timeline.
A 5th baby mama. That's a lot of women.
She is a 5th baby mama. And she was like, don't be dragging me because I'm the 5th baby mama. She was like, my name is on all the accounts and all of this and all of that. And we was like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Here we go. This is Lil Durk. Lil Durks. He said, she said, her name is India Royale. Y'all can't make me mad about being the 6th baby mama. I was wrong. I knew I was going to be that when I chose parenthood.
Your number was a little low.
She said, I chose parenthood over Planned Parenthood. She said, I'm the baby mama, the obsession, lover, friend, authorized user on bank cards, and beneficiary. Talk to me nice, bitches. She
the authorized user? But why y'all not married? Follow that. Why y'all not married?
Thank you. She the 6th baby mama. Ghetto.
If it's one thing I learned in this short life of mine is that in these short, long years, is that you will never, like, having a man's child gives you no, like, there's no value in that.
Not unless it's a husband.
Not unless what?
Not unless it's a husband. And shit, even then.
Okay, right. Being a baby mama is not, there's no value in that. Like, there's no value in having a man's child. Like, if anything, I feel like that appreciates your value, not to him, but just like women, I feel like some women believe that, oh, if you move up in the ranks if you have a guy's child, you'll earn some type of respect, you'll earn something positive from it.
Women are very territorial.
Mm-hmm.
And they do like not, I know some awesome women who are not with the, father of their child, but I'm also from Flint, Michigan, and I know some girls. I know some girls that just they use it as a bargaining chip. Well, it kind of reminds me of like when a girl's getting cheated on, she like, at least he coming home to me at the end of the night. Like, I feel like that's how some baby mamas be. Like, I mean, you the girlfriend, but I'm locked for life. Like, locked for life. And I'm just,
and maybe that's what it is, but it's like, that's no.
But the other reason why I don't date men with kids is because men be lying. I know so many men who still slide on their baby mamas because they're family, and non-mothers need to understand. At the end of the day, he may tell you, I don't fuck with her, she's this, she's that, she crazy, da 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 da. It's just me, I just, we co-parent. He might be saying that all day, but men slide on their baby mamas religiously. And that is one of the main reasons. Because, like, at the end of the day, baby mama could be cool, but, like, they still be sliding on each other. And it's like, I think I said this at the beginning of the season. The world would be a better place if men stopped lying about fucking their baby mamas. Like,
I thought you were going to say lying. But you're very specific. Like, stop lying about your baby mamas, because we already know. We're on to y'all.
Listen, they always be fucking their baby mamas still. And I have seen some things in my days, and I think that is why I'm so opposed at this age to men with kids, because I'm just like,
okay. I haven't really like dated a man with kids until recently. Well, actually, okay, never dated a man with kids, but 3 consecutive times I have had hoes who had kids. But there was nothing ever to worry about because we were just, friends with benefits.
Yeah.
So.
Was you eating the kids' snacks?
First of all, the kids' snacks. First of all, one of them, the kids' snacks don't even be there. Second of all, because the kids ain't never there.
These are bad daddies. Why the kids ain't got no snacks?
Now this one I'm with, I'll eat his kids' snacks, but I don't like the snacks that they got. I don't like chips and Yoo-hoo milk and Kool-Aid packs. I'm not into all that.
Where the good shit? Where the gushers?
Where the good shit? I'm gonna say that next time I come. Like, what's the good snacks at? This what your kids like?
So what if he said that? What if he said the kids are? What if you coming over at like 7:00, and he said, "Oh, the kids are gonna end up like over here for a couple more hours. They're not leaving till 9, but you already like around the corner. You still going over there?"
Child, no.
Even if you were around the corner and he just said, "Hey, their mom didn't come get them. They're gonna be here for another 2 hours."
Well,
you can just chill and watch a movie until their mom come pick them up.
Child, he won't even.
Find yourself busy.
I draw the line at I am not going to meet your children. So if they're there, I'm not there. But what pissed me off is just like, if I wanted to make a dick appointment, but I can't because you have your kid or they're spending the night or you have them for the weekend or they're coming in the morning and I can't sleep over. That's when I'm just like, fuck niggas with kids.
It's an inconvenience.
It's so inconvenient. Like, and then they don't know if they're gonna have their baby, if they're gonna have their kid that day or not. So it's like, what the fuck?
I don't like that. What a custody agreement. Is this your weekend or not?
How do you not know?
Like what?
I need to know. You need to make if not, you need to make some kind of accommodations because
Y'all need a schedule.
who's in your line? But it is very ghetto. Dating men with children is very, very ghetto. And I feel like if we dog men with kids out as much as men just dog women out for any and everything, then it'd be a fucking issue.
Yeah.
It'd be World War fucking 3.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But these same men be on their Kevin Samuel shit, like women in general who have kids are not as valuable. You know what I mean? And it's like, y'all can't, like he told a girl, oh, you got a kid? Don't nobody want to raise another man's kid. But these niggas got 3 or 4.
3 or 4 fucking kids. Like, what are you doing out here?
I am confusion. It's the hypocrisy for me. Like, if
it is, because it's like, why would I want to date you if you have 3 to 4 kids? Like, the fuck, nigga?
It's very ghetto. It's just the hypocrisy for me. Like, somebody my friend just sent this to me earlier today. Let me find
what
it.
She sent you?
It was a meme. It says, now, Mr. Nigga, if you click on my profile and see I have 0 kids, what makes you think I want to play house with you and your 3?
Child.
Very ghetto, but I feel for Taina because she was in a difficult situation. Because the Ari crew, I don't know what, I'm sure she got a fan club name, but the girls that follow Ari, I know that they was on Taina's neck heavy.
Because what I noticed that she will like turn off her comments when she would post pictures of her, like her pregnant pictures or whatever. Like she would turn the comments off. She wouldn't have any comments. I'm like, damn.
That's sad.
They probably getting up in that ass.
That's sad. She should protect her peace as a pregnant girl, though. Because the thing is, like, let's just take the other side of it. If she did not develop a relationship with their son, then they make her out to be the evil stepmother. You know what I mean? So it's just like she was not in a situation. Obviously, I don't know the backstory because I don't follow them like that. But she couldn't win. If she posted pictures of the kids, I do remember seeing that. Why you posted? Ari got mad at a photographer for posting a picture of Taina and the baby, and she cussed out the photographer.
She did?
Yeah, she cussed out some photographer for posting a picture of somebody had the baby. I'm almost certain it was Taina. And she told off the photographer.
Was it at your son's birthday party or at the baby shower? Because
this was
probably the picture that I saw.
This was This is like, but I thought that they were cool now because I just remember the video of Ari being drunk and like this was at the baby's birthday party. Ari was drunk and they were all matching. I thought they were cool now. That's cute. Yeah. That's cute, but it took them a long time to get there. It took them a long time. In conclusion, it's not for me. Not at least not yet. When I'm like 35 and my options is low. Like at that point, your kid need to be in the double digits. So we could watch a movie, we could watch Shrek or whatever, and then they can go.
Wreck and Ralph.
Right.
We don't have time for you men with kids. Okay.
I will fuck on somebody baby daddy though. Let's be clear.
True.
We will slide.
You know what I was thinking yesterday? We can slide on some baby daddies. Okay.
that ain't no problem. So I don't want the baby daddies listening to things.
Right, because some of y'all be fine, and then the pool's already small.
The baby
so
daddies
if you got a kid,
fine.
then just
that's how they be baby daddies, though, sis. Because they fine.
Exactly. That's why I was thinking. You know how we always like to have like Mother's Day brunches and we want to celebrate the moms. I would want to throw like a Father's Day brunch, invite all the baby daddies. Because y'all niggas be fine. I want to go to a Father's Day brunch. That's where I want to go, okay? But then it's like, that could be kind of like, you really don't want to go, because what about the ain't shit baby daddies? But then it's like, okay, you just got some of the men who ended up having a kid because shit happens. Like, what the fuck? And so it's that balance. So it depends on who's on the guest list.
I would like to see it.
Father's Day brunch.
Basically, we're throwing a Father's Day brunch so we could be choosy.
We could be choosy, elite, guests only, the good baby daddies.
You
not
can't
the
be in
shitty ones.
arrears. It's on public records. You cannot be in arrears.
Nope.
None of that.
Dang. So we gotta have the baby daddies who've never been married. So they never really had like a real relationship with their child's mom.
We don't care if we just lied in on them.
Right.
You gotta keep it in perspective, sis. See, this is your fake city girl shit.
See, exactly. You saw it, right?
You went straight to, but what about no, sis? We don't give a fuck. This is why you're not a city girl.
My cousin said you are no longer a part of the city girl community. We need to find a new leader.
You trolled.
I am not.
Quick. I gotta bring you back though. I am responsible for you this summer. You're gonna be our little city girl in training. You are city lady right now.
Okay. I'll be a city lady. I'll go out with you, but just know I'm gonna be simping with everyone who gets my number.
Oh my God.
Like, we're together now. You want my number? We're together.
Oh man.
Very, very sad. Well, that's my goofy. You know, your boyfriend or baby daddy, your husband, their kids hate you, but you're stuck with them forever. I feel goofy as hell. But on a lighter, positive, loving note, today was Mother's Day. And all the mommies were posting, everybody was posting pictures of their mommy with their mom, and all like, you know, all the new moms were posting. All the funny kitty videos were being posted. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the video of Jada Wada, little baby's baby mama, and their son Royal. What's his name? Loyal? Jazmine, I don't fucking know. But like, she posted a funny video smelling her feet. She was like, give me a massage. And she was like, does my feet stink? And he was like, yeah. And it was just funny. It was like cute little videos. So it's like, you know, goals, but no time soon.
I was about to say, what you?
Jazmine said, I don't have time. So, Jazmine, did you not get baby fever yesterday?
Hell no.
It was lovely Mother's Day.
No.
Yeah.
No.
To be honest.
No, I did not. I loved on you know what's funny? I have so many friends that got quarantine babies. So
really?
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I'm 28. So we're at that age where it's not that unusual that you get pregnant, you know what I mean? Like that you have kids. But I got a couple friends that are mothers now and were not last year. And so it was just funny because I was texting so many more people. I was like, whoo. Hey, just a year ago, you was a whole you, and now you a whole mother.
Now you're a whole mother. How do you respond to that? Like, we're getting to the age where a lot of our friends they're having children, they're getting married, starting families, and like going through these major life changes. How do you respond to that? Because I've been getting a lot of those types of messages, and like I'm gonna be fucking 35, and my friends will be having kids, and I'm like, you having kids? Like, bitch, grow up.
The older I get, the more I realize how young I am. Like, I'm like in my crew, I'm definitely like, I'm an old soul. I love 70s and 80s music. Like, I stay in my 80s, 90s bag. Like, I'm definitely the auntie. You know what I mean? Like, but
we both the aunties.
I just realized, wow, I'm really young. And so it's like, I know people that have had kids for like 5 years, shit, for 10 years at this point. People got pregnant when they're 18. And I'm just like, y'all got whole ass kids.
Y'all have whole kids, like
a whole baby. I struggled to feed myself 3 times today. Like right before we started recording, I was like, let me eat now. Cause if I wait till after, I'm gonna be hungry. Like that was a very adult decision to eat before I did what I needed to do. I don't make that decision every day. Sometimes I just be like, fuck it, turn up, I'll eat later. No, I gotta feed myself and a human, a little human.
And somebody else. I gotta care about somebody else but myself.
Ooh, child.
Worry about someone else's well-being. Shit, what?
Child. But I love it
My
though.
well-being is not in order.
I love the mothers. I love the mothers. They do an amazing job. Like being a mom is a full-time job. And then you still gotta, this is why I don't do 50-50 though. This is why I will not. Because I had said one time, either I'm sucking dick or I'm paying bills. It's gonna be one or the other.
I'm not doing both.
Because I'm not doing both at all.
I'm gonna say that.
Like at all.
That's
but
something.
Like, motherhood is
Y'all
hard.
need to keep that close, okay? Keep that close to you, what you just said.
Motherhood is hard. That's all I'm saying. So you want me to be a parent? Wait, I gotta go to work all day, and then I gotta come home and deal with your little rugrats, and then I gotta keep the house clean, and then
Good for y'all.
I
Make
gotta
sure
have
y'all go to
sex with you.
sleep.
I gotta do a lot. We gotta take one of them things.
You gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick which one you want, okay?
And them men be complaining, well, we don't be getting it in like we used to.
What you think?
I'm busy. You want the house dirty? You want the kids dirty? Or you want me working? Like, what?
Wait, so are you gonna be a stay-at-home mom?
I'm probably gonna be a work-at-home mom because I'm like I got my businesses, and so I'm definitely going to still have my own income. I'm just the boss, and I can't not be that. I've never been a kitchen bitch. Like I don't like to cook. Like it's just not me. But I will keep up a household if that is the responsibility that I'm given. But I'm definitely going to have my own income. So, but what I'm looking for ideally is not to have to work a corporate job. Like the household is not depending on my income. You get what I mean? Like,
right.
That's what I'm looking for. So I'm
that's
definitely
the best thing ever.
Definitely gonna have
like working from home is the best thing that's ever happened to us, honestly. And like whether I'm working from home or not, I would get a nanny. Like I'm hiring a fucking babysitter, hiring a nanny, whether I work from home or not. And that's just what it's going to be. And she's going to be like my best friend. We're going to go out all the time.
Oh my God.
With the kids. And it's going to be me and her. And
basically you're not your sister wife, but you're like
not all that.
She's like,
she's going to be like, I don't know. Because she could be somebody's grandma. It's like, sis, you can still come out with us, hang out. No, she's coming out with me and the kids. She's not coming out with me and the girlfriends. Like, I'm not going nowhere without her.
You ain't even gonna go to the grocery store. Like, go see Granny.
You coming with me? And like, if I'm working from home, she's still gonna be here. I'm still have a damn nanny too.
That's real.
So that's something that I would want to do.
So you can get your shit.
Nanny it up. Nanny it up.
It takes a village. They've been telling us that.
It is hard.
Elementary school.
Absolutely. And I'm also not going to be afraid to ask for some damn help.
Yes.
Okay. Who want to watch these kids?
Yes.
It's funny because my cousins who all have babies, they're like, oh, well, who wants to babysit? Like my cousin just had twins and she didn't even they weren't even born for like a week or like 2 weeks. And she was already like, well, who's babysitting? Where am I taking these kids? I'm like, girl, I don't blame you. Shit. Honestly, I don't blame you. They can't come over here.
Yeah.
But I don't blame you. Okay.
But I understand. Damn.
I understand. I know that's right. But yeah, I feel like that's a goal. But I can't believe I'm saying that either because I've always been like, I don't want kids. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool with whatever happens, whether it happens or not. But yeah, I didn't feel baby fever yesterday either. I was at work tired and I didn't give a fuck about shit.
Imagine having to come home after work yesterday to some
tired
kids. Imagine
walking in that room and slamming that door. That's why our parents be hiding. They be hiding, child. Yeah, absolutely. Coming home to peace and quiet.
We take that for granted as single people. We do.
We gotta embrace all this right now. Even my friends who are like, oh my God, I can't wait to be a mom. I can't wait to have a family. And I'm just like, bitch, why? Am I the only one that's fucking childish? Like, why can you not wait for that? But I can wait.
I can't
wait.
I want that, but when it comes, I am more so looking forward to the man that's gonna make me want that because I'm just not in a rush.
Yeah, nope, not at all. Oh my gosh. So season finale. This is all about you, Jazmine girl.
About
Okay.
me?
This is about you. We're trying to get more into you and who you are.
Do y'all really want to know?
What we do. We want to listen to you every week. We want to know exactly who you are. Girl. Do you talk about like dating men with kids in your book? Tell me about this book.
I've been writing a book since 2018. Okay. The book is more so my personal stories weaved into learning lessons. So wow. It's really just a lot of my business. And I'm going to be honest, as I've been doing this podcast, I have been like, do I really want to do this book still? Like, because I already... Why? There is a vulnerability with writing and with writing about stuff that's happened to you. You know what I mean? Even this show, like I share some stories on this show and I just walk away feeling like, why'd I do that? Exposed. Like there are some stuff, but I just leave it all on the mic. But with the book, it's like, oh, this is in written form. Like people, you know, so it's like that, you know, I've dealt with a lot, and I say this all the time on the show. I have this show because of my experiences. Right. And so I talk a lot about those experiences and about my situationships and about my interactions with men. And I just talk about the learning lessons from those things, the things that I would have wanted me to know back then, and things that I want other women to know or younger girls, you know, who are getting into dating, things that I would want them to know. So I don't want people to make the mistakes that I made. That's really what it started. Like, I don't want y'all to do the goofy shit that I was doing back in 2011, 12, and 13. So yeah, it's more so just personal stories. Like I don't, you know, really get into like, cause that's just a preference for me, and it's a preference for me now. But like I said, I might ease up on it in a couple of years, but it's just more so, and I might talk about that, but just as an example of like adhering to your preferences, you know what I mean? But really, it's gonna be very personal. It's gonna be very.
And do you feel like people get to like people get the real you when they hear your podcast? Like, do you feel like the real you comes out when you're writing your book, when you're just talking on your podcast? Like people who thought they knew you, they watch you and they're like, who is that? Like, that's not Jazmine. Like, Jazmine, what are you talking about? You know, do you feel like there's another side of you that people see through your podcast and through your book?
You know what? That's a good question. I feel like with the book, it is going to shock people. Like, people who know me now is like, you let that man do what? And you still wanted to deal with him? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's going to shock people because I just have such a strong personality, and I'm just very like, hell no now. But it's like, I wasn't born like this. You know what I mean? Like, there are things that happen.
Yeah, you have to live and learn.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that the book for sure is going to like definitely like shock some people, but as people listen to the show, like people come to me and they talk about, oh, you know, like I heard you talk about this, and you know, I didn't know you thought this way about that. And so this is I am the strong friend, and so this show has been my love letter to my single self, to other single women, and just to singleness period. And so I think that all of this is just, it is another side in the sense of I'm still me, I'm still in your face, you know, whatever, but it's definitely a vulnerable side. And it's just like, I am normally not I'm definitely like a very in tune with my emotions. I'm a very passionate person. So that I know that doesn't surprise people at all. I am very, very passionate. And so when I speak with an authority, and people believe me because
when you speak with confidence, it's like, that's all you need. Like, even if you're faking it, like if you speak with confidence, then people are just gonna be like, okay.
I just be talking
Like,
my shit sometimes. Sometimes I really just be
right.
talking my shit. And sometimes I am telling and weaving in stories of things that have actually happened to me. But it's like, I want people to gain something from this. Learn from my mistake. Learn something from this. Like Tyra Banks said. Like, I want people to learn. But it's definitely, there's a vulnerable side. So they're not shocked at the delivery, but some of the things that they hear, I definitely think that people are like, oh wow, you know? So
Yeah, when I got my heart broken, what was that, like 2 years ago? Like 2 years ago, I had that urge too to be like, I need to make sure other women, this doesn't happen to other women and they don't feel like this and they don't make the same mistake. And like there was something that like I wanted to like share and like let people know, like, listen, don't fall for this, don't fall for these signs. Like if my cousins or my friends tell me stories that sound similar to what I was like dealing with and like what I've experienced in the past, like I will just have this urge to not kind of impose my own experience on them, like, oh my God, this happened to me, so it's going to happen to you.
yeah.
But I speak from like this wisdom that I gained from a certain experience. And like, I just let people know, like, listen, girl, this sounds very familiar. Like, and it's like, guys, when they say like men are all the same, like in a way they kind of are, they do similar things in different ways.
The game doesn't change. It does not change. The players do, and their tactics do. But the game itself, it don't change.
Yeah, so I had this like urge to like want to make sure this doesn't happen to other women. This doesn't happen to other girls.
Yeah.
You know, and so yours has manifested into this amazing platform that will be shared with the world and people, you know, like we need this. Like women need to listen to their single friend. Okay. Women need to be okay with their singleness. Yeah. And, you know, it starts there before you can be happy in any kind of relationship. And in a relationship with your friends, with your man, with anybody else, it starts with that relationship with yourself for sure. Yeah. So I can't wait for the future of this. Yeah. Thank you, Jazmine, for listening to your single friend. Yes. How do you feel? How is this? Well, yeah, this season. How does it feel? You're done with the season. What was your favorite episode? What was the hardest thing you ever had to deal with this season? First, starting with, what is your favorite episode? Like, what was the best? Okay. You know, which episode did you have the best time recording? What was your favorite?
My favorite, honestly, it's one of my lowest played episodes. It was Surviving the Holidays While Single. That was probably my favorite episode because
that was one of the first ones.
That was episode 3, and it's like episode 1 has well over almost 400 plays. Episode 3 is probably my second lowest or third lowest numbers as far as plays and downloads, but it was one of my favorite ones because every year during the holidays, like before I had, you know, got the platform and everything, I always would say, because the holidays are a trigger for me, and I in the last 4 or 5 years I acknowledged that, so I would always do this Facebook post and would say, hey guys, be kind to your single friends right now. You know, the holidays are hard. If you need to log off of social media, do that. And like people would really, really receive that. You know what I mean? And so I took that Facebook post and I turned it into this episode, and barely nobody listened to it, but that's okay. Cause that was one of my like, was one of my favorite episodes because I was given tangibles, like this is what you need to do and this is what I've experienced. And like if people did reach out, because I made a comment about like, you know, after you see the 100th picture of matching jammies, you like, damn, can I get my matching jammies too, you know? But I had already decided, and I said this on another episode, I'm doing matching jammies this year regardless. So even if it's just to listen to your single friend, matching jammies, we all put on our jammies and take a picture. Like,
I love that.
I'm doing matching jammies with somebody this year. Yeah. It may not be a significant bae, but I'm doing some matching jammies. But that that episode was one of my favorites because it was just so many tangibles and just more so taking ownership and knowing, like, yeah, I know this is a trigger, so this is how we gonna handle it,
Yeah, I remember when that episode came out, because I'm like, shit, I need this. I remember that. Oh,
I be going back and listening to my episodes. It'd be so funny because sometimes I'm like, I be
don't say that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'll be dealing with a guy sometimes, like, because sometimes I just be like popping off, you know what I mean, on the show, and then it's like, but then I'll be dealing with a guy, and I'm just like, is this something I want to keep dealing with? And I'm like, wait, I definitely did an episode about this. Let me go back, like. I gotta listen to myself. A lot of people don't know that.
Your own material.
A lot of people don't know that. I go back and listen to myself because sometimes I need to hear myself. Because so people reach out to me all the time, and they're like, "Why you be dragging us every episode?" There's like every time you always dragging us. Dang, I did not ask you to drag me this time. Because I be saying some real shit, and sometimes I need to be dragged. I need to be dragged by myself.
Sometimes you need to hear yourself talk your shit.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. So the host of Listen to Your Single Friend, she be slipping up sometimes. She be forgetting who she is.
I do.
And so she goes back to listen to herself.
Yes.
So the platform is not just for anyone, for just the world to hear. It's also for you.
It's for me.
I hate going back to listen to my podcast. Like, I hate going back to hear myself.
I've gotten past that. The first episode, I've gotten over it because it's like I just gotten over it. Now I've gotten used to my voice and and the people have been encouraging me to do it for a long time. Because at first I was like, I hate the way I sound, but now I laugh when I hear myself. But before it was like cringe. It was strong cringe at first. Like, oh my God, I'm talking and sharing stories. But now it's like, dang.
I can't stand going back to listen. Like, if I need to edit something, I'm like, I do not want to listen to this.
I don't like editing though. Editing is the pits.
Editing is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we want to know more about who you are. Okay. They do this kind of stuff on Disney Channel where they ask the characters what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite color? What's your what do you like to do on the weekend? It's just stupid shit like that. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And mine will be, since I'm eating fruit and it's the same color as our shirt.
Hey.
I'm eating strawberries right now. What's your favorite fruit?
I like pineapples. They're so sweet and juicy. I love pineapples.
I love pineapples too.
I love
pineapples.
I would eat them, but they're so sugary. So it's like you can't have them. You get into a sugar rush. Like you can't have them all the time. But that's my fave.
Really, a sugar rush from pineapples?
It's so much sugar. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's why we like it so much.
Yeah, it's not like, don't nobody want to be eating nanners. I call bananas nanners. Nobody wants to be eating bananas every day. And I have been eating apples and stuff, but I'll eat apples with peanut butter and stuff like that. But
that's my favorite snack. I actually hate bananas. I love green apples and peanut butter.
You do green with peanut butter? I do.
You do red apples?
I be doing red with peanut butter.
I hate red apples. They're too bitter. Green apple, they're nice and sour. I like it. I love green apples.
I gotta go to the grocery store tomorrow. I'm gonna buy green tomorrow and test it out. And it better not be nasty.
I feel like it's good. It's like the sweet and I don't know what you would consider peanut butter. Peanut butter is not sweet. It's not savory. It's just
peanut butter.
It's just peanut butter.
Yeah.
But try it. Bananas and peanut butter, I'll do too. Tell us so does that mean your favorite color is yellow?
No, it's pink. I'm very much a girly girl.
You like pink?
Yeah. And originally the colors for Listen to Your Single Friend were going to be pink, but I'm just like, no.
Blue and white? How'd you get blue and white?
I don't know. I didn't want it to be pink because I was like, I just didn't want a page full of, like, remember when you first followed me? That was the first thing I said about your page, how much I loved that it was pink, everything. Like, I just decided that's like my color, but I was like, I don't want this brand to be pink because like that's my color for like my personal page. So I'm just like, I don't know.
I actually
did blue and white. Yellow was too
I
yellow.
hate how
Green was too
yellow
green.
too. Yeah. I kind of hate how girly my like the Killa Konvos brand looks. But it's like that's my favorite color. So
it's consistent though. As long as you pull it off, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. It's consistent. But child, I was like, I don't know. Blue sky. Sky is the limit. I don't know where I was going with the blue. And it's not a navy blue, it's not a dark blue, it's like a lighter blue, but yeah.
It's like a light blue. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It's working.
Thank you.
Okay,
I got a logo done. Finally.
You have your logo?
I just got it finished. Actually, I can show it to you right now.
That's so exciting when you get like the logo. Okay. So one of your episodes is episode 4, dating apps are ghetto. Tell us about your most embarrassing date.
Embarrassing date. Oh my God. Okay.
Child, what happened, child? What happened?
I went out with a guy, and so he was just one of my random, like, there was at one point, like, well, not last year, but the year before last, like, sometimes I get into serial dating mode, so it's like, there's not a lot of, like, prerequisite for me to go out on a date. Normally, I want to text a little bit, I want to talk a little bit on the phone, then we go out. This guy, one phone conversation, all right, let's go to the movies, whatever. And I usually don't even accept movie dates, but I think that I had really wanted to see this movie. I wonder, what do we go see? I don't even know.
What y'all see?
It might have been Queen and Slim.
Okay.
I do not remember it, but this was circa 2019, so it might have been Queen and Slim. But yeah, so when I get there, something about the guy was just off. Like, something about him was just off. Something about him was just off. And we get to, the movie or whatever, and we're leaving out, and it's just like, he just acts like a 16-year-old boy, like on his first date. Like, he was just acting very young, and he was just being so weird and off. Like, just,
what was he doing?
I think that he was like on the spectrum. Like, not, and so I'm not like like making fun or anything like that. It's just like, something about him was like very off. And so like, it didn't seem like he had like evolved past teenage years, and he was late in his 20s, and like, he just didn't have, he may not have been on the spectrum, but it's just like, he just was really like immature in some things. So like, when we were walking out, he was like, he talked like he like had something in his mouth, like, and I'm just like, and like, he was mumbling, and it's just like, I can't understand you. And it's like, it's crazy because we talked on the phone, and it's like, I didn't really pick up on anything on the phone, but
but then in person, he's like shy and shit.
I tell people all the time, just because it's hitting on text or on phone or on FaceTime does not mean it's going to hit in person. That's why it's important, like, not to be dragging this stuff out, texting people for 5 weeks and whatnot. So
the textationships.
Yeah. So we're leaving the movie theater, and he's just like, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, you fine as hell. And I'm just like, sir, excuse me? Like, just randomly.
You don't like when they try to run that game on you?
He just was like, social skills were very low. I was just like, thank you. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you were like, I wanted a date last week. It was, and he's like, oh, you were really nice tonight. It wasn't like that. It was like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, you fine as hell. And I was just like, okay.
It's like, you said this at the end. Are you just realizing this, my nigga?
Yeah.
You just realizing I'm fine?
just the way he said it, it was just like something about him was just like really, really off. And like I said, I think that there was like something developmental there. And yeah, I just was.
So he never heard back from you after that.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because I'm just like,
what is it? This made me think of this tweet that was going around, and I had reposted it because it made me think of this time where I cut this guy off. But the tweet was it was asking people it was asking women what is the like smallest thing that you cut a guy off for. And it instantly made me think about when I hung up on this guy that I just met in New York. And the day we were supposed to like go out for drinks at a bar, he asked me when I was coming to pick him up.
Excuse me?
And like, it caught me off guard because I'm like, you don't have a car?
Well, it's New York, sis.
No, he lived in Jersey.
Oh, okay. No, that's different.
He lived in Jersey, but it's like, one, you didn't tell me. Like when we made these plans, you did not bring up transportation. You brought it up 30 minutes before. Right. Like you expected, like he brought it up 30 minutes before we were supposed to meet up.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Like really, we were supposed to have been there. And I'm just like, okay, I'm about to be on my way or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna come scoop me? You wanna come pick me up? And it's like, my man's.
So how did he plan on getting there?
I have no idea.
Did you end up going?
No, I told you I hung up on him.
Oh, you hung up on him.
I hung up on him in that moment, blocked him.
Ooh.
Blocked that man. It was my lowest, it wasn't my highest point because when I tell that story, people are like, really? And I'm like, for real, because I mean, it was early enough. Like you didn't have a car, but you're also not like upfront about some of your shit. So it kind of.
So how did he told you the day before? Like, hey, you might come in and get me. Would you have gotten him?
No, because I mean, I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car at the time either. Like I was driving my grandma's car. But shit, at least I had something.
Yeah.
And then I'm not picking you up in my grandmother's car.
Yeah.
And we go out for drinks. Like I'm just meeting you, just getting to know you. So it was easy for me to just like cut him off because I didn't really like it wasn't like I wasn't invested. The sparks weren't flying when we were texting, and so it wasn't even that big of a deal. So I was just like, no. So what was the smallest thing? What is the smallest thing you've like cut a guy off for, or like stop talking about that?
I don't know, like texting stuff. I'm really big on don't be texting me all day.
Really, I love texting all day.
I am such a non-texter. Like men who be talking to me know. Like I text back 2-3 hours at a time. Like
really, you want to talk on the phone or FaceTime?
Yeah, because my thing is like when I'm getting to know you. Here's my rule of thumb: if I can't read your text messages in your voice, then you don't know me well enough to be texting me. So, like when you were texting me earlier today, I know how you talk. And I know how you inflect, and I know how you always, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I know how you talk. So I'm reading your text messages in your voice. You know what I mean? But like with new men, it's like, I don't know you. I don't know your humor. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know my humor. So there's definitely been some texty things that I was just like, nah, just don't be texting me all day. Like I used to be really bad about this. I have gotten much better, but it used to get to the point where like I would tell a dude to call me and then he'd text me anyway. And so I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll be free at 7.
See, no.
He'd be like, I'll say like, I'll be free at 7. And he'll text me at 7:05. Be like, hey, what you up to?
No.
Did I not say call Did I not say call me?
Now you don't know how to follow directions.
Yeah, exactly. Now I've gotten better about that, but that in my heyday, I was big on cutting men off about that texting shit. Like,
yeah.
But I've gotten better about it now. I'm just like, oh, I'm free to talk now, or just letting them know, like, I was serious about you calling me, you know. But I've had men literally just, I told you to call at 7. And then my friend was like, well, what if they're just texting to make sure you're available? Like, I don't get why grown-ass men are so afraid of picking up the phone. If I'm not available, I just won't answer the phone. But I literally told you to call me at 7 because I knew I would be available then. So it's like, and like,
why is everybody so sensitive?
Yeah, I've even had
very sensitive.
Men say that. Like, it just like, I don't know if it feels like rejection to them or something, but it's just like, what is the big ass deal? Pick up the phone and call. And that's the thing. Free game to the men that are listening. We are used to men not calling. So the men who have no problem picking up that phone, it's
like, especially when you don't have to say nothing, where it's like if you get his number, if he gets your number and then he calls you the next day, he doesn't text you, he doesn't say, hey, what's up? He calls you like right off the bat. Like, is that like a green flag for you?
Definitely. Now I done got caught up too, because I done had some men calling me all the goddamn time and was still. So that's the thing. It don't mean that he gonna be less full of shit, but it's just that is how. And so I just asked men in the beginning, how do you prefer to be communicated with? Because I just want to avoid any misunderstandings. And I just let them know I'm a phone talker. Like, and so I was on the apps. I was having a great conversation with this guy on the app. And we got to that point and he was just like, I was just like, oh yeah, well, I'm more of a talker. You know, you want to get off on the phone. He was like, oh, I don't like to talk on the phone. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, I'm more of a texter. So can we just exchange numbers? I said,
no. At this big age, you can talk on the phone. You can FaceTime.
You know, Barack Obama told Michelle he don't like to talk on the phone. And Michelle said, well, you gonna learn today. She ain't said that exactly, but basically that's what she said.
I met this guy. I knew this guy, and he was like we've hung out. I spent the night at this man's house. The first time we ever like really hung out, I spent the night at his house. He was like a family friend, and like we reconnected when I went to what is that in Atlanta?
Freaknik, not just playing.
I wish I could have experienced a Freaknik. I want to just see what does it feel like to be at Freaknik? But it was in March, early March. It was All-Star Weekend.
Oh, okay.
I was at All-Star Weekend. We linked up. I spent the night at his house. This is the first time we ever hung out, like away from like family or whatever.
The mutuals.
And like we were up all night talking, amongst other things. Ooh. And you eyebrow. And he was like, he just wanted to text. He's like, I don't like talking on the phone. Like, I'll call him. He wouldn't answer. Even when I was in Atlanta and I was calling him, like, see, like, oh, what's up, where he was at. He wouldn't answer the phone. He would just text me. It was really, really weird how anti-talking on the phone he was. And I'm just like, we've spoken face to face before. What's the difference? He wanted to text all of the time. It's very strange. And it's like a big thing with a lot of guys because I've done that, like over quarantine, meeting guys online, or, you know, he slides into DMs, you exchange numbers. And then it's so hard to get them on the phone. Like I did the whole call me at 8 p.m. tomorrow or call me at 8 p.m. tonight. And I wouldn't get a call. And then it's like the next day and it's like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. And they really have nothing to say. It's very, very strange. It's very strange. So
I don't know
if you call first, sir, if he calls first, then that's big dick energy for me.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because you're not scared to just pick up the phone and that's the thing. I think that certain men have game via text, and that's why I don't let men text me, because it's like, you got time to come up with some witty shit because you've had 5 minutes to text me back. So you know, I want to see. I've been in situations like that before where it's like, I want to see if it's hitting like this for real, because you on the phone with somebody, they ain't got time. If you witty, you witty. and I'm gonna know real quick off the bat. But you all peeking via text, and you real chill on the phone
or in person. He don't got nothing to say. He don't got no kind of good conversation.
Nothing but text. Oh, whole nother person. That's why and that's why men don't like talking on the phone, because it's like
they're on the spot. You can't be anybody else. Like you can't, especially if you coming with it, they don't know what to do.
Yep. Period.
They don't know what to do.
Period.
That's dating tip of the week. Call that man, sis. Don't let him text you to death. Don't let him text you to death. And I condone calling guys like randomly. Call his ass randomly.
I'm actually not against that. I'm actually not against that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not against that. If he's caught me once or twice, because that's women. What do we have? Big vagina energy? What is our version of BDE?
Big pussy energy.
Big P energy. Got it. BPE.
BPE. Like, and then I feel like now we have to have BPE. Like I got a guy's number 2 days ago.
Okay.
BPE, because so I work at a restaurant on the weekends and I'm a hostess at a restaurant. So everyone who walks in, I'm greeting them. I'm the first face you see. I'm taking your temperature or whatever. You see me. Like so these guys came in, sat them at their table. They're looking in my direction the whole night. So I'm choosing because I'm like, they're all kind of cute, but it's like, which one do I pick? And it's like they're looking, they're looking. So it's like, and you see me looking. Like I'm making sure you see me looking, okay? BPE.
Period.
Best believe they were all gonna walk out without saying anything to me or without of course they were.
What?
So I tagged the one that I picked, got his number.
What did you say? Hold on, you can't skip over this. What did you? Take us through the pool.
Okay, so first things first, I am okay. You can say I'm in a place where I'm like working on roster building. Yes. So part of it is like sometimes you just gotta do shit yourself because niggas are scary. So they're very, very scary. So I mean, I feel like it's all about the buildup and getting to the point where you gotta feel somebody out or whatever. So I'll look at you, make sure we make eye contact. Like I'll fucking stare at you. Like I don't care. If you're looking, I'm looking. Okay, we're connecting eyes.
I'm here for this
step
energy.
Step one. Step two is give yourself affirmations. Affirmations are important.
Like what?
Second dating tip of the week, affirm yourself, sis. So remind yourself of who you are. Tell yourself because you will, like, if you have a plan, like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy's number. Like, I want to get this guy's number. That little voice is gonna tell you, girl, he's gonna say no.
Yourself out.
Girl, you don't know what to say. You're gonna sound dumb. Like girls aren't supposed to get guys' numbers. Like that's not the girl's job. That's all about the guy. Let him chase you. Don't be chasing no niggas. All this kind of shit. Mm-hmm. So instead, you tell yourself, girl, you are that bitch. Your pussy is good. You are accomplished. You have all these things going. You are beautiful. You deserve XYZ. Like
all the things.
You deserve all of that. Your pussy is good. You're a good person. Like you bring a lot to the table. Affirm yourself in that moment. Don't psych yourself out. And so also you need to come up with a plan. What are you going to say? Alleviate some of that nervousness and anxiety. Like, what are you going to say? Like, what is your, what is going to be your cover up?
Yeah.
And with that, you got to have observation. So I observed he had a tattoo on his neck. So I love neck tattoos. Like it's something about neck tattoos. So I noticed he had that.
This man is trouble. I already know. He got a neck tattoo. Ooh.
Well, he looked very like preppy, he had the Scully and the round glasses. So I'm convinced like you're not a hood nigga. So I'm convinced,
I don't mean he a hood nigga. I mean he is trouble. Niggas with neck tattoos, don't be the baby daddies. Child, don't be the
No, but get this, Jazmine, get this. So I made sure that I got all the intel that I needed. So when he left, they,
Wait, you didn't tell us to take us through the pool.
To the pool.
How you pull him?
Oh, well, okay. So affirmed myself and then waited till they leave the restaurant. So waited to get my moment or whatever. So I knew that my moment would be when they leave the restaurant.
Right.
And so when he was walking out, I said, hey, and then I asked him where did he get his friends kept walking because they were like, oh, she picked him.
Yep,
and
she
so
chose. That's it.
She chose.
Yeah.
And I asked him where he got his neck tattoo from. And I touched his like on his little tattoo.
Girl, you're bold.
I was bold as fuck that day because it's an affirmation. So, and then I was like all touching on and stuff, and he was like, he told me whatever. I didn't give a fuck about where he got his tattoo from.
Do you even have tattoos, sis?
He had a tattoo.
No, do you have tattoos?
I do. I got one right here, and I actually have one right here too.
Okay.
We kind of had one in the same spot. So I asked him, oh, right. Yep. And even if you don't have tattoos, make something up.
Just pretend.
Act like you're interested in something.
I be overthinking, so I'm like, I'm gonna ask that shit, and he gonna be like, "Why are you asking? You don't even got no tattoo." But I be psyching myself out.
You can have right, and you can have tattoos that he doesn't even see. So then that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day.
Okay,
and so I did that, and we were just like talking, like good conversation about what high school we went to because he started talking about because there's only one high school in the town that I'm from, and so we were talking about that, and then he was talking about where he's from, and I asked him, where are they from? Because he's like, we come here all the time, and I'm like, I've been working here since November. I haven't seen you. Y'all come in here. Right. So G checked him a little bit, and then I asked him. So Mother's Day was on Sunday, so I met him on Saturday. I asked him, are you bringing your baby mama to the restaurant tomorrow?
What?
So
Kayla. What the fuck?
And because my thing is like, I want to show you that I am, that's how I can be. Like I can be outrageous and ask you bold ass questions like that. So I'm going to ask you, well, first of all, that helps me know if like he had a girlfriend or if he had kids. Cause like,
yes.
I don't want to deal with a nigga with kids. So I was like, oh, you're going to bring a baby mama to the restaurant tomorrow? He was like, he laughed about it. He was like, huh, baby mama, no, I'm far from that. Far from having that. I got to work on. And so it's like, woo, finally.
Wipes forehead. We're in the clear, sis. We're in the clear.
We're in the clear. So that was a fucking relief. And so I got his Instagram because he sent me the guy who did his tattoo or whatever. And then I gave him my number because my number was like at the hostess stand. So he texted me. He called me first, actually. He called me like immediately. And I'm like, what is this number? And if it is him, why is he calling me if he knows I'm at the restaurant? So he called me and then he texted me. And we haven't texted since that day, but I plan to call him. I kind of forgot that shit even happened, but it's good practice. Really?
Wait, so you haven't talked to him since then?
I have, yeah, because we were texting for a little bit that day, and then he stopped replying after a while.
You stopped or he stopped?
He stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We gonna see.
We gonna see. But even so, and that's where I wanted to get into the dating tip of the week because it's all about practice.
That's real.
Sometimes you just gotta practice.
That's real.
Practice running that game.
That's real.
And like whatever happens with this guy happens. Like,
yes.
Don't
be invested in the outcome.
Don't be invested in the outcome. And so essentially, I guess the main dating tip is actually bag that nigga. Go ahead and bag that nigga. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of him. And then just bag niggas for practice too.
That's
because
real.
Then you're gonna come across the one where it's like, ooh,
it might actually be hitting.
Right. So your shit will be hitting and you don't have to worry about nothing because you'll always remember that you are that bitch. But yeah. I actually had like crazy dating app stories from quarantine. Like I had my first jizz video sent to me from a guy I met on Tinder.
Wait.
And he
The
was
important
fine.
question is, did you ask for it or was it unsolicited?
It was unsolicited. Is it harassment? It was big too. Was it
You like
harassment?
that? See, here's the thing. I like videos. I actually asked for, so it was so funny the way that I went about it. Cause I had said something like, oh, you should okay. I gotta bear my sins. I catfished a guy, but like not in the
How?
traditional sense. So
Catfished him?
not even catfished him, just a little sneaky sneak. So
Okay.
I'm not talking to him anymore, so it's okay. I don't talk about men that I'm actively dating, but we're not dating anymore. So I'm about to tell this story. So a couple weeks ago, I was dating this guy, and I don't know. I just wanted to see if the sexual energy was there. I wasn't sure if the sexual energy was there. We had been on a date, but I was like, I don't really know if it's like there yet.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
This was after the second date, and I was just like, he's cool, but like I don't know, like I told my friends, I didn't tingle when I saw him. And it's like, you want to tingle when you see the guy.
Usually you be tingling.
If I'm attracted to a guy, I be tingling, I'm like, okay, the girl is awake.
Yeah.
So
I must not be it. I must
like if I'm attracted to a guy, hell yeah. Like, you can your later parts wake up when you want to date. They should, if you're attracted to the guy. And they weren't for me the first 2 dates. So I was like, let me create a little bit of energy just to see what he does. So I was on the phone with him or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to take a bubble bath tonight, but I'm just so tired, I'm probably not going to do that. So I got on the phone with my girlfriends right after that, and I'm just like, I really, he was kind of being whack on FaceTime, and I had intentionally wore like not this shirt, but like a short, like a low cut shirt or whatever, and I wanted, I was trying to entice him, and he ain't say nothing. So I got the phone. I was mad because I was like, dang, I was trying to like set him up so we could, have a little conversation. And so the girls was like, why don't you get in the bathtub anyway and send him a picture of like your legs in the tub?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, great idea, except I truly don't feel like getting in the bathtub tonight. Like, I gotta clean out the tub, I gotta do my candles, gotta do my bubble bath. Like, I do not feel like doing it. So one of my friends starts searching Black girls in bathtub.
Y'all sent him the picture. I knew that's where this was going.
You could not tell me that. I mean, she had thick thighs like mine. Like, her bathtub looked very similar. The only issue with the picture was that there was grime between the tub and the towels, and I was like, come on, sis, we pulled this off of Instagram. I don't even remember what hashtag we used to find this fucking picture.
Y'all should have went on Pinterest. Okay.
Real, but Pinterest, the Pinterest stuff be too fancy.
Yeah, got you.
So her bathtub looked like mine, her legs look like mine, but that goddamn grime, I'm like, my bathtub is very clean.
Like
so my friend is a Photoshop guru. Tell me why this bitch photoshopped and like whitened the grime.
Oh, so you got some real ass friends. Some real ass friends right there.
We don't have no fucking sense, okay? Like, they entertain this nonsense.
Everyone needs friends like yours.
Oh my God.
Everybody deserves that friend.
So we sent that to him. I sent it to him. And so
the
next week, I was like,
you all worked together to get it done.
This was a group project. Everybody did their deed.
It sure was. It sure was.
We sent it to him, and I was telling him, I was like, oh, you didn't send me a picture back. And he was like, oh, what kind of picture do you want? I said, you got a 50-50 chance of being right. Oh, I was so spicy. I know. Because that has been a hard thing for me. And maybe you got better advice for this, but like, I be wanting the videos, but I don't be knowing how to act outright. So I was just like, you got a 50% chance of being right. So he sends me a picture, whatever. And I'm just like, whatever. So, after that, I was just like, send me a video too and say my name. And he did it.
Wait, send you a video of him jerking off?
See, that's what I wanted him to do. But he did not do that. He just sent me a video, like, it was just like, I'm usually not vulgar on this show, but this is the season finale, so fuck it. Like, he sent me a video and he was like,
Right, I know that's right.
he was like, Jazmine, I want you to write it and I want you to write my face. And so,
Ooh.
and I just like, so it was only like a 10-second video. So I was irritated because I'm like, when I said video, I meant video.
A video.
Yeah, like the video you got, except your video was unsolicited. I was solicited.
It was so random.
That would have pissed me off. Were you like, was you fucking with him though? Like, was this somebody you was like getting cool with?
I had just gotten his number off Tinder. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the first night that we were texting. And we were just like talking, and he sent me, it was so random. He sent it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I couldn't stop watching it, but I was like, oh my gosh. First of all, I hate cum. So it was actually repulsive to watch it coming out of his penis.
Oh my God. You're not appreciative of the videos. I am a video
I would have
girl.
sent it to you.
Bitch, send it to me. I am appreciative of the videos. This is
Girl, I would have sent it to you if I would have known. I would have been like, ooh, Jazmine would like this. Let me send this on to Jazmine because I didn't know what to do with that. I was like, I did not tell you to send me that.
No,
I could have stopped watching because
the difference is that it was not solicited. Like, that's not okay. Especially if y'all mid-conversation talking about your favorite colors and next thing you know it's just dick. Like, what the fuck?
Honestly, it's been a while. Like during that time, I hadn't had sex for a while. And so I just couldn't stop looking at it because it was nice. But I did not want to see that. I didn't want to see it coming out of you. I didn't.
So, is you still talking to him or no, sis? Let's get to the important part.
No. He was cute though, but no.
You start talking to him after the picture?
I didn't stop talking to him because of the picture, but I mean, at that point, I already knew like where your head was at if you're sending me those types of videos. Like, this is why you're on Tinder. So it would have been unfortunate because that's not where I was, and so it wouldn't have been. I would have kept talking to him, but I feel like it was just like we just stopped texting kind of thing because.
And that's whack too. Like I said, unsolicited is whack because it's like what if I was at work, my guy? Like,
well, it was late at night.
People be working late.
True.
What if I was with family? What if I was in a meeting and I just opened my phone? Like,
people sitting next to me.
Right. God damn.
What if my phone was connected? What if my phone was connected to my smart TV?
Oh, child. Embarrassing. I don't mind it, but it cannot be unsolicited. Like, let me know. Give me the heads up.
But if you don't know how to ask, you just got to be like, or if you don't want to text
though.
Huh?
I said, I feel like I did good that time.
You did good. It was really good. I like how you did that. You know what I like to send voice text messages like and say certain things, you know.
Ooh. Kayla putting us on game, y'all.
I like to send voice text messages. Well, you sent me that, and I was like, it was late at night. I was like, dang, I do wish I was over there. Even if it wasn't unsolicited, I was like, damn, that shit would be lit right now. But it's like, no, try to get to know me first.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, men be rushing shit. We would be about certain shit if men didn't rush. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you just got to know me a week or 3, like, or 6, you know what I mean?
But that's not what they want to do. And they don't know what we're about until they try things like that.
Yes.
So,
yes.
They don't want to prolong that shit. They don't want to wait 3 weeks. They just want pussy. Why would they want to wait 3 weeks?
Yeah. But it's like, you will get that of which you seek if your ass can just wait and stop being so fucking pressed.
Yeah, like, chill out, my dude.
Stop being so pressed. But men just be like, whatever. They don't care.
Okay, they come in, they go. And so it looked nice. And deep down, I wanted to be there, even though it was an unsolicited video. Quarantine was hard. Quarantine was rough.
Yes, it was. If he wasn't so pressed, he probably could have, could have got a little
Probably could have gotten somewhere. He could have gotten whatever he wanted, what he was searching for on Tinder,
Yeah. What people ask me about dating apps all the time. What's been your experience? What's your favorites?
I definitely like Hinge.
You don't like Hinge?
I like Hinge.
Oh, okay.
I like Hinge a lot because of the questions.
Me too.
And the caliber, what seems to be the caliber of man on a Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was more of guys that I would be into. Like a lot of guys that I was that would pop up for me were like they were over 6 foot.
Mm.
They looked like, they had careers, they had things going for themselves, like professional, like young Black professional men. And I tend to seek older guys on these types of things. Like over my age, like you have to be 25 and up or like 27 and up or something like that. So they were like professionals. You got to learn about them a little bit through the questions.
Okay.
So I like that. My least favorite was Bumble. Like Bumble was just raggedy.
Why? Because we got to try? Because we got to do the work.
That, I guess, well, I don't mind doing the work, but I feel like the aesthetic of Bumble, I did not like. Like, I don't like the aesthetic of Tinder either. Like, it doesn't look, like Hinge looked really like white and clean, and they had the nice questions. They had really good questions on there too that you choose like one. Yeah. So Bumble, no, I didn't like. And then it was like the people that were on there, I wasn't into. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Very much a miss. And I tried Black. Did you try Black? The Black dating app?
Very ghetto. Yeah. I met one good, not good. He was quality on there. I paid for it for a month just because I wanted to see all my likes and stuff. Child, I had 1,500 likes. I could not get through them all. Like I swear I was gonna try to get through all of them likes because I've said this before. I encourage women to pay for just a month's worth just to see.
Really?
Because you can see who liked you first. You know what I mean? And it may be someone that, you didn't think about, or you know what I mean? Like anything. It just gives you more power because you see who liked you first. And then you have now the power to be like, oh, okay, I like him, I like him, I like that. As opposed to just endless swiping, you're going through people who you already know you're about to match with. So just for 30 days, I tried it. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't more than like $20 or any. It wasn't nothing crazy.
I want to ask you, how much was it?
I feel like it was like
$20. It was under $20.
Yeah, and this was like at the peak of the pandemic, so I had $20 to spend. Okay,
right. I've been tempted to like pay for a Hinge a few times. Like I've been tempted, like why not? But they do say, like, if you want a certain type of guy and like, if you're looking for something, whether it's a committed relationship or something more serious, then why not pay for a dating app? Okay. And so they have like dating apps for like, what is it? Like more wealthier people or I'm probably thinking about the sugar daddy apps, but.
Oh, Lord.
Would you get on the sugar daddy app? That's either A, all right, you got me. I'm not trying to answer this question, or that's a absolutely not laugh.
All right. Well, this interview is over. Thank you, Kayla.
A lot of my friends, I just came from a trip in Washington with my girlfriends from Michigan, from grad school. And they all were like, yeah, I'm on a sugar daddy app right now. Like, but they've never like, they've never like met anyone off of there. Like, and I'm like, y'all, you scary ass bitches. Y'all better get your fucking rent paid, your bills paid. Shit.
Listen, let me rephrase it like this. I would not be against having an SD, but I would not do it through an app. Like, it would have to be something organic. I'm at the bar and this fine 50-year-old man has approached me because he got to be fine. I don't mind giving sugar to a grown man, but he got to look like Barack, okay? Like, or Method Man. Good Lord. Ooh, child, if it look like
Method Man.
Method Man is 50, girl. 50.
He's 50.
50. Child.
All right, but Jay-Z got more money than him. So what about Jay-Z? Jay-Z's 50, isn't it?
So like I said, it got to be organic in person so I can make sure you look a certain kind of way. But like
So
I just
nobody
wouldn't
want
do it.
Beyonce's
Just feels
man.
too close to prostitution to me. So I wouldn't. I'm at the age now where I can date the son or the father. I don't give a fuck. So I will definitely date somebody daddy, which in theory is a sugar daddy. So I would definitely date somebody daddy at this point. So I'm not against it in theory, but I wouldn't go on the sites and do it. Like it just feels too close to prostitution for me. Too close.
Okay.
Too close.
I'd for sure go on those sites and yeah, do something strange for a little bit of change. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen.
No, but I'm all for, you paying the bills. All right, sir.
Yeah.
But you do got to be cute. But then that's hard too. Like, how many old men who are willing to just spend money on random girls? How many of them are fine? And they were fine, they wouldn't be on the site.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do the sites because I feel like the types that be on the sites be them wrinkly old white men, that want you to step on their backs. I have heard stories, girl. Like some of those men, they don't even want sex. They want you to do stuff to them. Like
weird shit.
Yeah,
no,
they want to be pegged. They want, oh God. It's just, I have heard stories like some of them just want to talk. And I'm like, why can't I find the ones that just want to talk? Pay $1,000 for an hour.
Let me have a conversation. I would love that.
But some of them just want to talk. But those that just want to talk, those seem far and few in between. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can meet one of those right now. Gosh, girl. Have you, do you believe, what if like you met a sugar daddy or were dating somebody's daddy? You don't got to be a sugar daddy. But what if like you were dating them, talking to them, and you ended up in a relationship? Would you end up in a relationship with somebody like that?
If it's somebody's daddy, yeah, I end up in a relationship. But if it's a sugar daddy, like I don't mind having an older boyfriend. Like I said, I'm auntie as fuck. So like,
girl, tell me about it.
I don't mind having an older boyfriend, but I just have to be careful because like I was talking to a guy who was 40 when I was 25, and my mom is really young. So I be having to be careful with that because I'm like, you can't be too close to my parents' age. My mom had us when she was 21. So I'm just like,
okay.
My parents are 51 this year. So like I was talking to a guy who was, how old was he? Like a month ago. He was getting on my nerves though. I think he was like 39. But like the age thing was such an issue for him now because he was divorced. He didn't have any kids, but he was divorced. But it was
how old are you?
This was a month ago. Like, that 39-year-old was just a month ago. But when I was 25, I was talking to him.
You were 20. You're 28.
Yeah. But my parents are 50, so it's like he was like halfway between. But he was irritating though. Like one of the guys I was just talking to, he was 37, so he was cool. Like me and him, we got along just well. The age thing wasn't an issue with the 37-year-old. The 39-year-old, he, like I said, he had been divorced, and so although he was not like, just a little bit over 10 years older than me, he just felt like he was more mature than me. Because he had been married. So I was just like, dude, whatever. Like, he was just super annoying. Dude was just super annoying. So that's another thing with dating older men. Like, they're very set in their ways. And it's just like, no, can you not? Like, and don't be trying to sun me all the time either. Like, you dating young girls because you want things from young girls. You know what I mean? But don't sit up here and constantly try to put me in my place either. So you have to watch out for them. Men. You gotta watch out for them.
Do you prefer, like, despite that, would you prefer to like be with an older guy, like end up with an older guy? Like not, 5 years and
5 years is fine with me because I'm 28. So 5 years, 32?
30,
Yeah.
32, 33.
32, 33. Yeah, 5 years is fine with me. It's pretty known that I'm going to end up with a guy that's older than me. How much older is the question? I don't know what it is, but I have never had success with men who were like directly my age or within my age group. Like I've dated a guy that was 2 years younger than me and he acted more mature than the 40-year-old I dated. Like, you know, so it's like, but
age ain't nothing but a number.
yeah, but it is pretty well known by my friends and family that I'm gonna end up with a guy that's older. So I'm hoping he's just in that 32, 33 range. Like that's perfect. That's the sweet spot for me. But I don't want to be too old either because I don't want to be a young widow, you know. Unless he's like super wealthy.
And it's like you got to think about those things. And even if you are, what you leaving me with?
Yeah, what you leaving me with money wise? You know what I mean? I don't want to have to raise these kids by myself. Because, you know, black men and this high blood pressure, this hypertension, you know, like
high cholesterol.
They be dropping all the early. 60 is like, young, but they be dropping early because they don't want to be eating right. So
they be balding early. They be dying early.
I'm already at the point where I'm dating men who are bald. That's how I know I'm getting older. I am already at that point. And men that I know that didn't used to be bald are starting to go bald. And I'm like, oh, you're cutting your hair off. Now we know why.
I love a good baldy. I think men who are bald, but you have to have a thick, healthy, you got to have that Rick Ross beard. You got to have good beard, bald. You have to. You have to. How many kids you having? You say you don't want to be a young widow.
I want 3 because I grew up in a household with 3. I always wanted, like, I didn't live in a house with my older brother, so I always wanted a big brother in the house because I felt like a lot of my dating lessons I could have learned a lot quicker if I had an older brother because I could have seen him maneuver it. So I really want to have a son first, and then after that, a daughter and another son. Whatever order they come in after that, I don't care. But yeah. I want 3 kids. That's it. But honestly, the way these pregnancies be going and the mental health and the just all the stuff, I'll be okay with one. I'll be okay with whatever God gives me, honestly.
Power to the mamas. Happy belated Mother's Day. Power to y'all.
Yes, honey. Yes.
When do you start cooking for Bay? When is the right time to start cooking for him? Because somebody just texted me and I don't like to cook. You don't like to cook, not even for yourself? Like, just no. You're not.
I will. I'm a type that I will cook out of love. Like, I will cook for holidays, and that's not to say that I don't know how to cook, because I do. Because I got all my friends be waiting on my collards. I can put my foot in some collard greens now.
Really?
Yes. So
that's good. That's a skill.
Someone who doesn't like to cook, I can cook. It's just like every day, 3 times a day is not the move. But I don't know. Like, I feel like once you're over each other's houses enough where you're wasting money on groceries because you at his house all the time or he at your house all the time, that's the point where you guys need to start cooking. But I can be a little bit conservative about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want you used to me cooking every day because this is something you get when I'm your wife. You know what I mean? So It's like, but on the flip side, I'm actually not against shacking up. Like, especially living in a DMV, like, I would probably move in with my partner within a year. You know, I think this was a trivia question a few weeks ago. Like, I would move in with my partner within a year.
Why a year?
I feel like that's enough time to get to know somebody. Because by year 2, we got to make some moves.
You giving them 2 years to put a ring on it?
Hell yeah. I am 28, sis.
True. You gotta think about like timeline, age, like what is y'all's timeline? You gotta think about that kind of stuff.
You do.
Okay. I can't picture living with a man. Like, I was talking to somebody about this. Like, I Actually, I was talking to this with the guy that I'm talking to now because he used to be engaged. Him and his fiance used to live together. And I'm like, how did y'all even do? They were together for 15 years. And I'm like, how do y'all even do that?
Man,
31.
they were together since they were 15.
People are crazy, child. On and off, of course. But people are fucking crazy.
15 years? That wasn't
People
a point of the story. I just had to know.
People are crazy. I'm like, how do, like, I don't like for people to hear me poop. I don't want you to know what, I don't poop in public bathrooms because I don't want people to hear me.
Girl.
I don't want, like when I'm on my period, I don't want to be around no man. I don't want to be around nobody.
Now that I agree with.
Right. Like now, like you got to hear me changing my tampon, changing my pad, all this kind of stuff. God. And it's like a whole guy and you
know the worst thing though is when you go visit a guy's house and he doesn't have a basket in his bathroom. Like, why are you not in a dog? And it's like, do women be over here? They can't be over here because you don't have a basket in your bathroom. What is wrong with you? It is so.
Now that I notice, he didn't have a trash can in his thing, and I'm like,
it is so bothersome. But if I'm moving in with Bae, now
all that stuff's gonna change.
Yes, all that's gonna change. I am okay with shacking up. But that shacking up is gonna come with we're gonna be engaged within the next 6 months. Like it's gonna come with it's gonna come with some terms and conditions now, honey. Because I
like that.
I'm
moving in.
You
as long as
somebody else will.
So but start saving up now.
When you live together, that all that shit changes. I got close. Like I was at one of my ex's house all the time. This is when I was really young now before I left for college. And I did have this thing about pooping, but he also like had a roommate. So I was like, I was just so weird about like pooping because all these men were in the house. Like, but I'm grown as fuck now.
2 bedroom, 1 bath. Like, come on now.
I'm grown as hell now. So I'm just like, you can play in my insides. You ain't got no problem with that. So
my shit.
This is a normal body. Now I don't want you to smell it. I'm gonna have my, smell goods in the bathroom. I'm gonna burn a candle, whatever. But I'm definitely not going to see. Now, here's the thing. This is the rule of thumb, and I do this at friends' houses. You have to do it right before you get in the shower. Like, run the shower, do it, then get in the shower, and then everything is fine. That's my method. I do that like even when I'm at friends' houses. So tip for the girl.
Really?
Because I can't have y'all out here holding it in, messing up your intestines.
Because what if the shower is disgusting?
Why is his shower disgusting?
Because guys are nasty.
They are.
Their bathrooms are already nasty. Like, one thing about me, I do not like getting in other people's showers. Like my feet touching this cold tile and all these germs on this tile. It's something about the wet and my feet being bare on someone else's. Like, ugh.
I like to make sure either it has to look clean, or like if someone spends the night at my place, I would literally clean it right before they get in. You know what I mean? So like, and most times that's the case. Like they will clean it right before you get in. So that I'm okay with.
Okay.
But in general, men, like I know some men who do have it together. Like they're more like Metro. You know what I mean? They want to be like very debonair, got the smell goods, got the clean house, got the nice sheets, but every man's not like that at all. They barely got real towels, like barely. Like, you really want me to wash my ass with a fucking hand towel? Like, are you serious? Long ass towel.
Big ass towels. Hey, when niggas don't got their shit together. And then they want you to be there all the time. And it's like,
you don't have normal things. Like, I don't like it here.
You don't have normal things.
I don't like it here. Being at men's houses sucks if they do not have their
it sucks.
if they do not have their shit together, it really sucks. Like, they will do the bare minimum. They will clean their sheets and they will wash their dishes, and yeah.
Clean their sheets.
Yeah, that's about and it's not that they're living in complete filth, but it's just like, but then you run the risk of like being that girl that comes in and you start tidying up his place. Like, I don't want you to get used to me coming in and cleaning your shit up. Like, I'm not, but I also can't, like, I can't live like this.
Like, I cannot be under these conditions. Like, and a person like me, I'm cleaning all the time. Like, but that's how you keep a clean house. That's how you keep, like,
you're a
shit.
Virgo.
Yes, I'm a Virgo. I'm a clean freak. I'm always cleaning. Like, if people ask me, what do you do if you're not working or doing whatever? I'm like, what am I doing? I'm cleaning. I'm washing clothes. I'm organizing something.
That's cleaning what I'm doing this morning. just because, even before we started recording, when I finished my makeup, I was like, oh, let me go and get set up. I was like, and I gotta clean up this bathroom.
I gotta clean up, organize something, like,
put this makeup back.
And I'll get the urge to clean something up. Like, it's something where, okay, he could have threw this in the hamper. He could have, like,
but no, but you see what I'm saying? Now you're starting to pick up behind this.
Cheat up. He could have washed these little bit of dishes, but I'm not gonna do it though, because one thing about me, I'm not cleaning up no man's house.
I know that's right.
You're not my man.
It's just hard. It's just hard because you get over there and it's like, you're not gonna take care of this. Like,
you're not gonna make the bed. Shit. I
feel like, oh my God, I went over to this guy's house a couple months ago. He didn't know that I was coming over. It was like a last minute thing or whatever. And we get to his room, and surprisingly for him not to know that I was coming over, his house was actually pretty much, it looked really, really nice for him to not know that I was coming. Like, we were out, and then I went back over there. And the only thing was that his bed wasn't made. So as soon as I walked in, I was like, your bed's not made. No, it didn't goddamn well. We about to get in the bed.
Right.
But I was just
the presentation. Everything our aunties told us.
It's ridiculous.
We want to manifest those things.
My bed is made now. This is shit that I just like, who have I become? Like, I literally walked in and I said, your bed is not made. And he made that bed, and then we still got into it. But
we got into it. He was a gentleman for actually making it like, yeah, you're right, sis.
I helped him too. I helped him too. Because I'm like,
you helped him make the bed?
Yeah, because we was about to get in it. So I'm just like,
might as well.
Might as well.
Child. Like, I'll get the urge to clean up your shit, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. I will get the urge, but I'll just be having to, nope.
You're like, I want to pick this up, and
they'll start leaving stuff undone because they know you're gonna clean it up, and that's when the problems start. Nope.
Yeah, because like, you really teach guys. You teach them like how to treat you and like what you're gonna do, what you're not gonna do.
Say that again. You teach them what?
You teach them how to treat you.
Period.
You're always training a man. Don't train him to do what's not in your favor.
Period.
And cleaning up his fucking house, his nasty ass house, is not in your favor, sis.
Period.
All right. So you are, listen to your single friend. You are the face of this platform. You are the leader of the single ladies. How do you really go? What does it mean to be single? Okay. Does it mean that you are building your roster, you're dating multiple men, or does it mean you're waiting for the right one? Or does it mean you're for the streets and you just want to be a city girl?
For me right now, or just in general? For Jazmine or for the girls?
Okay, so tell me what it is for the girls, and then tell me what it is for you.
For the girls, it looks like what you want it to look like, because everybody's in different single stages. You know what I mean? Some people are fresh out of relationships. Some people are, they're on their city girl shit. You know what? I'm just trying to tear up the town. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to have a hot girl summer. Some girls are looking for love casually, but, still out here just going on dates and having fun. Some girls are just feeling it and they're looking for their husband and they don't want to waste a second of their time. And they just, they are very, very serious about what's next. Some girls are tapped out and they're frustrated and they're going through dating burnout. So singleness looks like what you want it to look like, but ideally it should look like you should be working on something and you should be active. That has always been one of the things for me. Like, you need to be active in your dating life. And acting in your dating life does not have to look like dating. You know what I mean? Acting in your dating life could look like, I am working on me right now so I can be a better partner eventually. You know what I mean? But just like, something that frustrates me is I feel like we tap out of dating sometimes because it's just like, I done went through all the hoes on Tinder. I done went through all the hoes on Hinge. Like,
all the jizz videos I can watch.
Yeah, right. All the unsoliciteds. Like, I can't watch no more. I can't do this no more. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we tap out a lot. And it been a couple times this last month. I've just been like, I am so over it. You know what I mean? But you have to be active about it because it's like when we have career goals, you know what I mean? We are active. You know what I mean? I might not be in college or might not be in school actively, but I'm still studying on this craft. I'm still learning stuff. I'm at YouTube University. I'm reading the articles. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm challenging myself. We do that with hobbies. You know what I mean? We do that with our businesses. We continue to be proactive about that. But love, something that we say we want so fucking bad, we're just like, I can't do it anymore. Yeah. Like,
we give up on it so quickly.
You don't get anything from that. So singleness to me looks like being active in your dating life, whatever spectrum or whatever end of that you're on. For Jazmine specifically, I don't know. Honestly, it changes. It changes for me constantly. Like the last couple of weeks, I was just in this mood of like, I felt like I talked about this in episode 1, intimacy deficiency. Like, intimacy doesn't necessarily mean sex. You know what I mean? It just means like, I want to cuddle and I want to like have physical touch with a human that is not a friend. You know what I mean? Like something romantic. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to cuddle, hold hands, do something like that. And so like, as I've been dating, like I've been, looking for that. But then like, I start dating a guy and I'm just like, I feel like I was putting my intimacy needs in front of like actually like liking this guy. You know what I mean? And so it was like, once I so-called fulfilled that need, I just realized, I really didn't fulfill the need, like, because I didn't like him. You know what I mean? I was trying to fill a void and I got what I wanted, but it wasn't what I wanted because I didn't like him. Like, I hope that makes sense. But like, I was looking to cuddle and I was looking to hang out and I was looking to, like be intimate with someone, not sexually, but, romantically. And I got that, but he wasn't the guy. And so it's like, I'm kind of on the back end of that now because I feel like I still want that intimacy, but I need to pump my own brakes. And so right now, singleness for Jazmine looks like we're gonna get out there and we're gonna find a guy that we actually like. Men are out there. Like, it is not hard to get a man. Like, I tell people all the time, it's not hard to get a boyfriend. Like, you can make any old body your boyfriend. I can have a boyfriend tomorrow. But I really want someone where it's just hitting, like, and I need that.
And that's the thing, like not settling.
Yes. And that's what I was doing. I was settling because I had needs and I was like, I'm going to settle for this guy because he's here and he's willing to, he's willing to do these things for me. He was taking me on nice dates, but there were things that were missing. And I was just like, whatever. I was just putting that stuff behind me. But, I wasn't being honest with myself until I realized like, oof, This is not what I thought I wanted something that I didn't actually want, or I wanted something, but I didn't want that from him. You know what I mean? And so I was settling in that moment. And also, as I said in episode 1, sometimes settling is self-care, and on the flip side, afterwards it's just like, maybe I just.
So how do the girls navigate when you fall, when you feel like you're in it with someone that like it's not like you're not going to want to end up with him, because you don't want to end up with this guy, but it's like he's doing all the right things and you like him and all that kind of stuff, but you know that I'm not going to end up with you. I can't end up with somebody like you. How do the girls navigate that?
Don't waste people's time.
Yeah.
Like I definitely, like I said, I was putting my needs before I was, really thinking about what this meant in the bigger scheme. But once you get to that moment, don't waste people's time. And what that means is give them full disclosure so they can at least know if this is something that they want to do. Because we don't like being in situations where a guy knows that he doesn't see the future. He just wants the right now. But that's the thing. Like I said before, if a guy comes into a situation and says he still takes the time to get to know us, but he says, hey, this is just what it's going to be. I don't have the capacity for X, Y, and Z, but I still want to hang out and get to know you if that's okay. Give that other person the chance. And if they say, no, I don't want to continue to invest time with you, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to risk falling in love or being in a situationship with you, then give them that chance to say that. But when you don't give that other person the opportunity, it's just not fair. But dating is selfish. It's very, very selfish. So, if you got that itch that need to be scratched, go off, sis. But just don't continue to use and abuse people. It's just not fair because we've been on the other side of it, and we've been in situations where it's like, man, if he had just told me that this is what it was going to be, I wouldn't have even been mad. You know what I mean? But the fact that this went on and on and on, and you let it get this far, and then I figure it out, or you know what I mean? The fact that you just let it get this far, that is the frustrating part. Giving people full disclosure at the beginning is the mature thing to do. It's the adult thing to do. Just give people full disclosure. Don't waste people's time. It's not.
Honesty is the best policy.
It is.
Don't be afraid to be honest, y'all.
It is.
Yes, a word of wisdom from the Jazmine from Listen to Your Single Friend. Yes, all the gems. Okay. Read me. Low-key read me. Because sometimes as the host of the show, you got to ask questions so you can get the answers to help you in your life too. You always need that. So now it is time for Down in the DMs. You guys know all about this. So Listen to Your Single Friend is going off season for a month, but please feel free to continue to send her letters. Jazmine she's for sure going to respond to your emails, right, Jazmine? You promise? I
will respond. If they're juicy enough, I will save them for season 2 though.
Okay. Yeah. So whether she's on season, off season, she's going to respond to the email. So make sure they're juicy. So don't come to us with no bullshit. Right. So otherwise, stick around for your letters to be read on the show in the summer season. Okay. So stick around, guys. She'll be back very soon after the season finale. Email ListenToYourSingleFriend. What is at Gmail?
Yep, at gmail.com.
ListenToYourSingleFriend@gmail.com. And add Down in the DM as the subject line. So don't just be sending an email without no subject, because then it's like, what is this even for? She's for sure not going to read it. So once again, you guys keep sending those emails. Make sure they're juicy. ListenToYourSingleFriend@gmail.com. And Down in the DM must be in the subject line. All right. So we can know what the hell you're emailing her about. So this week we have a letter from Diamond.
Ooh, I like that name.
Ooh. I was about to say Jazmine. My dumbass. I should have said we have a letter from Kayla. We have a letter from Diamond, you guys. So here's what Diamond has to ask us. Hi, Jazmine. I just started dating this Jamaican man, like born and raised there, and he came here for grad school. I was wondering if you had, so he came to the US from grad school. I'm wondering if you had any thoughts on dating people from different cultures. Do you think it will be different from dating American men? Can I go first?
Go ahead.
She, directed it to you, but I mean, I'm the
ahead.
host of the show.
You
I'm hosting the show, so really she's talking to me. Will it be different from dating American men? It'll be very, very different because, first of all, he's a Caribbean man. And I don't know, Jazmine, what your experience has been like dating Caribbean men, but it's going to be very different. Like, I'm talking to a Caribbean guy right now, and he's Guyanese. Like, he's Guyanese as fuck. Well, really, his parents are Guyanese as fuck. He was like born in Guyana and like raised a little bit. Like, he lived there until he was like maybe a toddler. They moved to the US. So he doesn't really,
he's more
his roots are there. He's
more Americanized.
He's more Americanized, but then it's like when you talk to his parents, like they're like Guyana for real. But he is more Americanized for real. And there's like that whole culture, they're very family oriented. And with that, the woman has a role. And that's more, kitchen bitch. As Jazmine mentioned. And like that's what I feel like that's what a lot of them expect. And like just this, family oriented woman, this very, cater to your husband, cater to your man. Like women have a role, men have a role, and they're going to stick to that no matter what. Like some of them still don't eat the box. So that's a whole other thing. So girl, you're gonna have to deal with that too.
I agree.
But to answer your question, it will be very different. But what is that difference, Jazmine? Do you like, what is that difference?
So no, I think that you kind of hit it on the head. Dating Black men who are not American, it can be a little bit of a culture shock. So I think that going into the situation, assuming that he's going to have the same traditions and values and culture, is not a good idea. I would definitely be open-minded to learning. Ask questions, press, you know what I mean? Because let's say it does work out in the long run. You need to know because, your kids, this gonna be part of your life. You know what I mean? So when I date men of other cultures, I'm excited. Like I dated a Caribbean man like a month or two ago. Where was he from? I can't remember where he was from right now. Trinidad. He's from Trinidad. And I just ask questions. You know what I mean? Like I want to know more. And sometimes let's keep it 100. We heard what we heard about Caribbean men. Like they're very hot tempered. They are very like macho men, and just the women are supposed to do what the women's supposed to do. Like, and also they can be a little bit crazy, but the dick be bomb. Like we have heard the things and the stereotypes about them. But like, don't lead with that. You know what I mean? Like go into these situations and obviously you want to look for the signs that he's going to be hot-headed and, very, very, should we call them sexist? I mean, they are a little like
sexist.
Their culture is just very, very conservative. Let me put it that way. Their culture is very conservative, and the man do what the man do, and the woman do what the man do, and it's very like it is very cut and dry. So I would definitely, figure out if that's something you're interested in. But he's also his own person. He is, fresh from the island, so But
they're also very like sweet, very kind. It seems like a contradiction because Jazz just said like they're very hot tempered, which they can be, but like they'll treat you nice.
They're manly men. So there's good sides there's good sides to sexism and there's bad sides. They are manly men. So they do the things. They will absolutely do the things.
And that's what keeps your ass around.
They will do
things. Girl.
Girl, go. I I'm here for it though. I'm here for the shenanigans, honestly. Like, go ahead, date that man. I actually reached out.
Damn, yeah.
I reached out to my homies at the Weed and Whiskey podcast, like, because they're Jamaican. So I had texted with Shannon. I was like,
we needed some help with this one.
Tell me what's the difference going to be? So he said his mentality is going to be different. His drive is going to be different. He's going to have different perspectives American men won't get because he has knowledge from 2 different countries. So I thought that was a good point that he made. He has a culture that's more, I think he meant definite, that will be the foundation of him. So back to my point, they are very strong in their cultural values. You know, he may be dating to stay in America as well, which I also thought was a fair point to make. So, you know, you do have to be careful with that. He said, I think it will be an experience for her. Roller coaster.
Girl, it'll be a good one. If he knows how to put it down, it's for sure be a good experience. Period. And then you can get your trip to Jamaica too. So
also,
you know, you just never know.
Because every man I date that's not American, I'd be like, oh, how often you go home? I'm trying to go. Like,
I'm trying to go with you. Like, at least stay in his good graces through Christmas, Thanksgiving, or something. You can go back home, you know. Carnival, shit.
Period. So he said it's gonna be a roller coaster, but that's with any and all different men. But Jamaican men definitely come in all forms and breeds. So, you know, he just said it's gonna be an experience.
That's a good point. Don't generalize them. But
so that's straight from a Jamaican man himself.
Basically, it'll be different for sure. He's not an American man. All American men are different. All Jamaican men are different. But you know, experience him and see where it goes, you know?
Yeah. I agree. It's gonna be an experience.
Let us know how that is. Let us know if you got your trip. You got to go to Jamaica. Some good Jamaican food out there. Bring me back some.
Ooh, oxtails is bomb. Ooh, if he can cook, make him cook for you.
Yeah, make him cook or make him cook you some oxtails. That's the first thing I'm gonna ask. I'm that bitch in the club that's like, ooh, you know how to make oxtail? You're Jamaican.
Make him cook for you, sis. That is another perk to men who are not Black American. Like,
they cook some good food.
And
if they can't, then their mamas and sisters can or something. Get you some. I just had some rasa pasta yesterday. His sister made that shit was bomb.
My experience is that a lot of them can cook their cultural food though. Like
the men can.
A lot of the men can. A lot of the men can cook their cultural food. That has just been my experience. Is that they can. So
that's good.
Which is great for me because you know I don't like them.
Right. Because I have no idea. I like to learn how to cook like more of those types of foods because I like Caribbean food a lot.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like a whole other ballgame right there.
Yeah.
But alrighty. So we're in the season finale. So there usually, you know, Jazz will have trivia at the end, but it's the season finale. So y'all won't be getting trivia until I can't even tell you. So we're not going to give you that right now. There's no trivia for this episode. There will not be any trivia this time around.
I love trivia. I say every episode that I love trivia.
But you got trivia ready for next season.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Well, Jazz is gonna miss you guys. I know you're going to miss her.
I am.
It's very, very unfortunate. Do I really have to go? Do we gotta go?
We gotta wrap this show, girl. We got to wrap this show. This is the finale. Season 1. Season 1.
Shout out to season 1. Listen to your single friend. It's a wrap. Thank you guys for listening, tuning in.
Who are
season
you again?
2. Oh, who am I?
Yes. We don't know her. Does she even go here?
I am once again Kayla from the Konvos podcast. Follow me on Instagram. I do not have a Twitter, no Facebook. Okay, we're not on Listen to Your Single Friends level yet, but you can follow me on Insta at the Killa Konvos podcast. That's Konvos with a K, Killa with a K. Yeah. And that's where I'll be. That's where y'all can find me. Okay. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, also the Killa Konvos podcast, so that you can get notifications about new seasons. I'm entering season 3. We start recording next week. So I've been on vacay. Jazz is about to get on vacay. And so I'm about to get back to work very soon. So
I will say that Kayla has, y'all be asking me about like YouTube and putting the visuals on YouTube. Kayla be putting them YouTube videos up, y'all. Like, I don't be, maybe in the off season, I will post some more clips. I ain't got time for that. At all.
Well, if it was just me, I wouldn't either. So thank God I don't have to do any of those things.
Girl.
But tune in so you can see everything that Jazz is talking about. I'm trying to do YouTube. I'm trying to get into all of that because that's a whole other ball game now. So we're getting there, you know?
Yeah.
We getting there.
Thank you, Kayla. I had known I reached out to you 2 months ago and I was like, do you want to host the finale?
Yep. And I was like, of course, yes.
Yeah, I appreciate
Just let me know when you're ready.
I very much appreciate you. Kayla was one of my first podcast besties when I first started my show. I was actually on her show season 2, at the top of season 2 for her.
Season 2, the first episode.
Yep. So I was like, and we just be, as y'all can tell, we just be cutting up. So
kind of vibing.
I really wanted to have her.
The platform.
Thank you. Yeah, we
love it.
We connected on Instagram, so you can make some organic friendships and build some good relationships straight on social media. So, and now we in this, and I just wanted her to come on and host my show for me. This is fun. This was really fun. I'm kind of sad now. I have been the end of the last 4 episodes, I've been like, I can't wait.
Right. Now I was like, don't be sad now.
I was like, I can't wait. But now I'm sad. So let me do my thank yous really quickly.
It's been a pleasure.
First of all, thank you, Kayla, for hosting the season finale. I want to thank every guest that I've had on the show so far. I want to thank my producers, Mr. Big and Mr. Little, for always keeping me right.
Yes, Mr. Big.
Shout out to them.
Mr. Little.
Mr. Big and Mr. Little, they always keep me fresh with the content. And sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like looking for goals and goofies. They keep me on it. So they keep me honest. Shout out to my brother-in-law Stanley Springer. He did the intro for the show. And shout out to you guys, the listeners.
We love you.
Of recording, I'm at 5,500 downloads.
Wow.
Honestly, I want to be at 10K. How about that? I'm not coming back for season 2 till I'm at 10K. Okay. All
right, y'all better tune in. I'm gonna help y'all out a little bit, but y'all I'll be there too, but we all need to get on this together.
Listen, y'all better send it to all your friends.
I know that's right.
Yeah, seriously, guys, this is just, I said this before, it's just so mind-blowing for me that, 25 episodes of y'all just listening to me talk shit, and talk about single shit. Single is what I know. You know what I mean? And I'm right here in the trenches with y'all. I be telling all my business on this damn show about shit that I be dealing with. We in this together, and I'm just super happy to be on this journey with you guys. And I'm so appreciative that you guys have been listening, subscribing, following, liking, sharing the show, interacting with the platform. People love the Instagram page. The Instagram page has a little bit of a mind of its own. I feel like half the people on the Instagram don't even know that there's a podcast associated with this. Cause
really,
yeah, people be really into the Instagram. So yeah, shout out to everybody that's been listening and supporting and sharing. And some people, I know they don't listen to every episode, but they try to binge and catch up. Shout out to everybody that texts me. I have several friends who literally will live text me as they're listening, to talk shit. Or I'll have friends who, after they listen to the episode, call me. Specifically, my male friends will call me after the episode and be like, no, you said this. Now, let me tell you why that was wrong. Always trying to defend the men. Y'all, I just really
try.
I'm very blessed and honored. So before I get to crying, it's a wrap for season 1, guys. So make sure you follow, subscribe, like, share, run up my reviews on Apple, please.
Yes, leave those reviews.
Please and thank you. So,
let her know. If you text her, let her know how great the episode was, or tell her about herself. Just do it in the review.
Right.
Just do it there. Don't text me. Write a review about it. Let everybody see it.
Thank you so much, guys. As far as season 2 goes, I have already started plotting and preparing. We're gonna have merch for season 2. We're gonna have Patreon. I try not to do ads on the show, but the girl got to get something from this, okay? Because I've been doing this 25 episodes for free out the bottom of my heart. So y'all better be prepared to run me some coins.
Yep, y'all season. Get to the bottom of your pocket.
Yes, run me some coins. So I got some things in the bag. I got some, and I sprinkled throughout the season some of the stuff that I plan on talking about in season 2. But I have already started plotting on season 2. I'm super, super excited. As far as time frames, I only plan on taking about 5 or 6 weeks off, but we'll see what happens. So the show will be back in the summer. What specific date? You'll just have to stick around and find out. Thanks, guys.
This needs a break. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having me, boo.
Thanks, Kayla. Bye. Bye.